It all starts with a dead girl.
Should you go for the Medium Platinum Trophy? The Medium is a psychological horror game set in post-communism Poland in the late 1990s. You control, you guessed it, a medium, Marianne, travelling across various areas and spaces in both Poland and the mirroring spirit realm, solving simple puzzles and outsmarting and outrunning an evil entity.
Shit.
This game plays like a Silent Hill or Resident Evil game, but without 80% of the scares, 95% of the enemies, and 100% of the weapons. There are a lot of puzzles throughout the game that probably a 5-year-old could solve the majority of. However, you aren't exactly here for the gameplay, but rather for the mysterious and pretty grim story. The more you play, the more you want to know what in the hell exactly is happening. There are 40 trophies to collect, and they have you doing things such as collecting all postcards to help you figure out exactly what is going on, spending 10 minutes outside of your body, and feeding a cat at the beginning of the game. You do come across a dog in the game which you have to feed but don't get a trophy for. It is safe to say the makers of this game are definitely cat people.
Still kicking around.
This is a pretty simple and straightforward game to play, and despite there being a few missable collectible trophies, the majority of these are in plain view and you would almost have to go out of your way to miss them. There are a few video and text guides out there to help you with this, so feel free to follow them just to be safe. Quite a few of the trophies are story related and cannot be missed, and there are a few others where you have to use Marianne's special abilities for X amount of minutes to get. Some of them do feel pointless, and you'll probably have to farm a few of them like I did before closing out the game. Even though the trophies are easy to get, there is one major thing you cannot do. Do not select Resume Activity at the PlayStation menu. If you do select this, it will glitch your game and you will be locked out of earning any trophies. Thankfully I learned this quite early on in my playthrough, and when a trophy did not unlock when it was supposed to, I did a bit of research and found that multiple others also had this problem. The good thing about this game is that it saves several autosaves, so you are able to go back to a previous save and continue from there. I loaded up the previous autosave file, the one before the most recent save file, and the trophy popped at the correct time. I never had another problem with any trophy since I never selected Resume Activity, so please, do not do this. As mentioned, the trophies in the game are not that hard to get, but the hardest one would have to be Phantom. Escape the creature without alerting it. About an hour into the game, you will come across an enemy that you cannot be spotted, chased or caught by. There are 3 different sections within about 30 minutes of each other, and if you can get to the end without any of this, you will have the trophy. The annoying part for me was that I heard him start to chase me in the 3rd section, despite me being on the other side of the wall, with no way of him seeing me. So when I got to the stage where the trophy should have popped, it didn't. I reloaded a previous save, got through that section without hearing him chase me, and the trophy popped. For the Collectibilist award, you could choose any of the 4 collectible trophies, but I would have to go with an unknown outcome. Find all of Thomas's notes in a single playthrough. This is because there is one highly missable note that you will probably miss if you are not paying close attention or following a guide. When you first enter a certain new area/building, there is a locked off section with a chain around a door that you cannot access until much later once you have some bolt cutters. At that stage, you probably don't realise you can eventually get through, but by the time you get the bolt cutters much later on, you may have already forgotten about the area as you never need to return there. Since there is no chapter select, you are screwed out of this trophy if you forget or advance the story to no return. I wouldn't exactly call it grindy, but you will still probably have to spend a few pointless moments getting spirit walking. Spend 10 minutes outside your body. Whenever you are running around with Marianne in the real and spirit world, you are able to hold circle to go outside your body and control the spirit world Marianne. There are a few moments in the game where you must do this to collect an item or advance the story, but not 10 minutes worth of moments. This means you will have to stand around for moments at a time to run up the clock and get the trophy. Do be warned though, that if you stay outside your body for too long, you will end up dying, so you are unable to AFK this for 10 straight minutes. You can just hold circle to return to your body, and then immediately hold circle down again to leave your body. Do this enough times and you will eventually earn this trophy. So, should you go for the medium platinum trophy? In conclusion, this game has little to no hard trophies, and as long as you do not click resume activity and follow, at least, a text guide to watch out for those pesky collectibles, you should be able to complete this game between 5 to 10 hours. Although I would not exactly call this a horror game, and although the progression throughout the game is pretty linear, the story is rather dark and well worth unravelling. For these reasons, I think you should go for the Platinum Trophy.